Peace, people. Welcome to the latest episode of the Rough Draft. I am your host, Kevin Alberto Sabio, and in this episode, I'll be talking about the struggles of indie authors. Thank you for tuning into this latest episode of the Rough Draft. This one's going to be a little bit different as compared to some of my other videos. It's based on some conversations I've had with some of my other friends that are authors and comic book people, and whatnot. And I've actually kind of been trying to avoid making videos like this because I do want this to be more of an uplifting program. But sometimes things have got to be said. But first things first, got to do some housekeeping. It is the month of July. No publishing anniversaries in July. I have yet to publish a book in the month of July, so it's an empty month for me. Just straight up promotions and things like that. Sales are still pretty flat for Second Chance Points, so I'm not happy with that. I'm doing what I can to promote it, but I'm doing what I can. Enough said. Leave it like that. Besides, that leads into what I'm talking about today anyway. Um, Also, other housekeeping. I did not know that Apple got rid of their iTunes, so it is now called Apple Books. So I'm going to have to start changing what I write in these videos. So when I say my books are available in digital format, I will no longer say iTunes. I got to say Apple Books. I don't know exactly when they did that. I wasn't paying attention to it, but yeah, still available on Apple. Just it's no longer called iTunes. It's just called Apple Books. But to the matter at hand. Um, a lot of this has also happened pretty much during the pandemic. So I know a lot, not just myself, but I've also gotten in conversations with other author friends of mine. It's just really getting that struggle of getting supported. It's fucking annoying. It's a struggle every day because for those of us who aren't traditionally published, yeah, it's basically getting the word out about our projects and getting people to actually support us. You know, what I'm saying financially, um, in promotions and marketing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you just get like a lot of people who will talk a whole bunch of bullshit on the internet, social media specifically. They'll spout off all this rhetoric. You know what I'm saying? They'll say these nice catchphrases and try to make themselves look like they're all really cool and dope and woke and shit. And then it's just kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Are you actually following that bullshit up? You know what I'm saying? Especially after the murder of George Floyd, and there was supposed to be all this gargantuan support for like indie authors of color, you know what I'm saying? And black bookstores and whatnot. Were people really being real about that? You know what I'm saying? And like I said, not just for myself, but conversations that I've had with like some of my author friends, even some people involved in comic books. It's just like people are kind of full of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like people love to give you unsolicited advice, and it's like, okay, what's your fucking track record? And you know what I'm saying? What have you done? What have you sold? Have you actually really, you know what I'm saying, practice what you're telling me to fucking do? You know what I'm saying? It's just like you say, don't give me unsolicited advice. You're saying, especially if you're not somebody who's actually published anything you fucking self. Shut up. You're saying those of us who are struggling for your attention, we don't want to fucking hear it. We really don't. You're saying don't give unsolicited advice, especially if you've never practiced it your damn self. Like, be quiet. Have you actually supported me any fucking way? No. Be quiet. Don't give me no unsolicited advice. I don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, again, I'm not necessarily trying to be negative, but there are just certain things that those of us who are like basically authorpreneurs, that's what we call ourselves because we're authors and we're entrepreneurs, we're business people. And there's a lot of bullshit we deal with that a lot of people either aren't aware of or they're not paying attention to us and taking us seriously when we're complaining about lack of support. Like it's a real goddamn thing. You know, and then it's just just okay, the other thing is like, okay, let's say doing festivals, because it's like for a lot of us, most of our money isn't necessarily on online sales. It's like making hand-to-hand sales. For one thing, it gets very hard to do, specifically within the last 2 years because of the coronavirus. So we weren't able to like go out and really be able to go to these events and meet people face to face and sell shit to them. You know what I'm saying? And then just like the whole mathematics of doing like, well, I'm gonna wrap them all together like festivals, saying comic book convention, saying book fairs, things like that. So I'll just call them festivals. You say just for the sake of shortness. Doing the festival circuit, there's a lot of mathematics behind that. You know what I'm saying? Because number one is the vending fee. You know what I'm saying? Is it one day? Is it a multi-day event? You know what I'm saying? We gotta decide if we're gonna invest in that and if it's gonna be worth our while. Okay, so it's not just a vending fee. If the event, if that festival is in another city or state, okay, so now it's the vending fee and you gotta worry about travel. So it's like what? Gas and tolls. You know what I'm saying? If it's multi-day, logic. You know what I'm saying? So vending fee, travel expenses, now logic. Okay, you gotta fucking eat. So unless you're gonna pack your own stuff, you might have to eat at the location or have somebody with you if you're lucky to have somebody work with you. You know what I'm saying, to get you food so that you'll be able to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of mathematics that's involved in vending when you're doing a festival. So it's like, okay, that that's a lot of money that's coming out of our pocket. We need to be able to make that back. It's not easy. It's really not easy. And I also remember when I was doing the Universal Africana Literary Arts Movement, when I would give people the schedule of events list of the listing of different events that are going on. And I would actually have people ask me, well, what would be the best festival for me to, take my project to? And I'm like, well, I can't tell you that because number one, I don't know enough about your project to let you know. And then number two, festivals themselves are crapshoots because conventional wisdom says you go to a festival that has a lot of foot traffic, you can make a lot of money. That's actually bullshit. I know that from personal experience. I know friends of mine who've actually vended at major events and they've lost money. You know what I'm saying? Or they were lucky enough if they even broke even. You know what I'm saying? So the festivals are a gamble. It's you know what I'm saying? Like, what is so hard buying somebody's book, writing a fucking review for it, and even suggesting their book to your circle of friends? That ain't fucking hard. Go on like Amazon or Barnes and Nobles or any of them other places, write a fucking review of the damn book. You know what I'm saying? That helps us a lot because if we're doing whatever marketing we're trying to do to promote our work and beg you people for your support. And you're not giving it to us. You know what I'm saying? We need more diverse books. Look, motherfucker, you got like a whole lot of independent authors that are out here, a whole bunch of independent comic book publishers that are making projects. You know what I'm saying? And you still talking about fucking Black Panther or some dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever mainstream comic book character from like DC or Marvel. You know what I'm saying? You got brothers and sisters out there who are making some dope shit. Are you mentioning their names or are you constantly talking about just the mainstream people because you really want white people to give you shit instead of supporting what's actually out there by us? We need more diverse books. No, not really. You just want white people to give you more diverse books. You got plenty of like independent authors who got some really fly books, no matter the genre, that are out there, and you're not supporting them because you got your head up your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop talking shit, people, please. It really it's irritating, especially for those of us who are begging for your support. And then you got those dumbasses who will make a big deal like, oh, I just bought a copy of your latest book. Okay, did you read it? You know what I'm saying? Are you writing a review for it? Are you know what I'm saying, telling your peoples in your circles about the book and to go out and buy it? Or are you just pressing the fucking like button when, if you even see the fucking link that I post on social media? You know what I'm saying? You just brought a table placement. You didn't buy my book. You didn't support me. You know what I'm saying? And what you did buy is fucking minuscule. Hey, you bought $1. Okay, I get it. Did you do all the other stuff that I asked you to do? Like read it, recommend it to people, write a review. No, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear it. Ah, you know what? This is not easy. You know what I'm saying? Being indie authors and just indie creators in general, it's like it's a time management thing. You know what I'm saying? We're constantly on our grind, hustling, trying to promote our work. This shit is not easy. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like it's time management. It's like okay, a lot of us have freaking day jobs. We have to be able to balance work, life, and creativity. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I'm lucky. I'm single. I don't have to worry about like spending time with a wife or girlfriend. I don't have to worry about, damn, I need to take care of my kids. They got some sporting event or whatever, or they want to spend time with daddy. You know what I'm saying? I personally, I don't even want to say I'm lucky. I'm just like, I don't have those issues. You have others who do have those issues. You know what I'm saying? And it's just balancing work and life and creativity as far as I need time to be able to write and create. You know what I'm saying? I have a day job to go to. That day job may not have consistent hours. You know what I'm saying? And even on my off hours, I'm still grinding to try to like find time to like write, draw, whatever it is that you do. And then if once the book is actually promoted, on your days off, I gotta find ways to be able to promote it. You know what I'm saying? Because a person, you don't know what a creative is going through. You know what I'm saying? None of us. I'm saying like I've had plenty of jobs where my work schedule is inconsistent. You know what I'm saying? My days off they rotate. You know what I'm saying? I might work all morning shifts and it might actually be helpful, you know, saying for me to work morning shifts, but then I might also have evening shifts, and so it's just like, damn, I don't have the time to really be able to like promote my book. I don't have, you know, saying the flexibility to like go to certain events to promote my book because of my schedule. You know what I'm saying? I might work every other weekend, and like certain events might fall on that particular weekend, or just anything. Like you know, what I'm saying for a lot of us, it's just not easy. Like I barely have the time to even shoot these episodes of the Rough Draft. You know what I'm saying? I barely had the time to be able to. You're saying do the schedule of events list when I was still doing the Universal Africana Literary Arts movement. I mean, it's like everything is all about time management. And again, like I said, people have to balance their work life, their family life, and then being able to market and promote their projects. And especially if you have multiple projects, that's even harder. You know, so be a little bit more considerate and stop having your heads up your asses and acting like you're doing us a favor because a lot of you don't respect what we're doing. You really don't. And it's like this is not a hobby for a lot of us. A lot of us, this is our passion. This is our purpose. This is what we really want to do. Like we don't want to slave for whatever job we're working at during the day. You, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you're doing, service industry, working in an office, sitting behind a desk, whatever. No, you know what I'm saying? You want to work on your art. I want to work on my books. Other people want to work on their books. You know what I'm saying? Other people want to work in their poetry or whatever it is that any particular creative is doing. Yeah. Like I said, I didn't necessarily want to do an episode like this. Um, I don't want to come out to be negative and bitter, which I probably am looking like that anyway, but it's something that needed to be said because it gets very infuriating. And for a lot of us, we're not getting that support that we know we deserve because a lot of us, we got hot shit. We really do. We got hot shit. You know what I'm saying? But y'all aren't really giving us the support. You think you are because you press the fucking like button. You might have actually bought our project, whatever it is, or one of the projects. But for the most part, what have you actually done to help us? Because there's only so much that we can do as far as like doing outreach, doing promotion, you know what I'm saying, actually being out there interacting with fans, doing sales. And especially for a lot of us, like I said, when the pandemic hit, that really burdened a lot of us because we weren't able to get out into the public anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because of all the lockdowns and whatnot. And even if we had stuff available digitally, you motherfuckers still didn't buy that shit. What do you want us to do? So I kind of want to apologize for making a video like this, but again, like I've been saying, it needs to be said. People don't seem to take us very seriously. They don't seem to necessarily respect what we're doing as independent creatives, and it gets really, really frustrating. You say we would like your support, but we see you, especially on social media, spouting off a whole bunch of rhetoric, just saying, jumping on some bullshit and saying this, that, and the third, like you're really dope and woke, and you actually believe in the shit that you're saying, and you really don't. Like, come on, man, come on, keep it real. Seriously, keep it real. Keep it fucking real. So, sorry for going off on a tangent, but thank you for watching this particular episode of the Rough Draft. Um, Second Chance Points is still available. So it is available in paperback format, so you know where you can go get it. Amazon.com, Barnes Nobles, Books a Million, I think maybe Create Space. It is also available in ebook format, so you know where you can go to get that. Kindle, Nook, Kobo, Apple Books, Scribd, International Tutolino, and Viblio. Second Chance Points is also available in ebook format for libraries, so you know where you go to get that. Overdrive, Hoopla, Baker and Taylor, Biblioteca, and BorrowBox for those in the UK and Australia. Um, Thank you very much for paying attention to this episode of Rough Draft. If you were watching this on YouTube or Vimeo, you know what you got to do. Like, leave a comment, definitely subscribe to the channel, share it to your circle of people, press the notification button. So, you know how I always do, how I always end this. Keep the fist raised. I'm always on my literary grind, and hopefully with the next episode I could do something a little bit more upbeat, and I'm looking forward to seeing all you later. Peace.